Hello everyone, my name is Ushasri. In this video, we will discuss about task 3 in OOSC lab, that is class diagram for library, railway system and warehouse management system. Before drawing the class diagrams for these systems, we have to know about what is a class diagram. The UML class diagram is a graphical notation used to construct and visualize object-oriented systems. And a class diagram in a UML is a type of static structure diagram that describes the structure of the system by showing it consists of classes, their attributes, operations or methods, and the relationship among the objects. First, we have to know about what is a class. A class represents a concept which encapsulates the state attributes and behaviors. And each attribute has a type and each operation has a signature, and only the class name is the mandatory here. Here you can see the class without the signature and with the signature, and that is nothing but this is a class with the name shape. Class name is shape, and what are the attributes for this shape class? That is length, and operations are get length and set length. And this is the without signature, and with length you are specifying here the whether it is an integer or what are the data types you are specifying here. Get length and set length data types you are specifying here, that is nothing but class with signature. And coming to the class name, the name of the class appears in the first partition. You can see here my class name is the name of the class, and the class attributes are shown in the second partition. The attribute is shown after the colon, attribute and int, and attribute mapped to the variables in the member variables in code. And coming to the class operations, that are methods, operations are shown in the third partition, and these are the services the class provides, and the return type of a method is shown after the colon at the end of the method signature. And operations should be mapped onto a class method in a code. Coming to the class visibility, and you can make restrictions here, that is by using the symbols plus, minus and hash symbols before an attribute and operation name in a class denote the visibility of the attribute and operation. Suppose you are giving before attribute, there is a plus symbol, plus denotes the public attributes or operations, and minus, if you keep minus before the attributes, that defines that those are private attributes or operations, and hash denotes the protected attributes or operations. And coming to the perspectives of a class diagram, a diagram can be interpreted from various perspectives. Those are conceptual, specification and implementation. Conceptual represents the concepts in the domain, and specification focuses on the interfaces of abstract data type in the software, and implementation describes how classes will implement their interfaces. Here you can see the three different methods, that is conceptual method and specification, and also here implementation, how they will implement by using the interfaces. And coming to the relationships, and from one class to another class you have to represent by using the relationships, and by using the relationships UML precisely conveys how code should be implemented from diagrams. A class may be involved in one or more relationships with other classes, and these are the following these are the relationship types. First one is the solid line, that is association, and arrow, this is inheritance or generalization, and this is a dotted arrow line, that is realization, and a dotted arrow is a dependency, and a diamond without fill is nothing but aggregation, and diamond with fill is nothing but composition. Coming to the generalization or inheritance, and it is a relationship between a more general classifier and a more specific classifier, and each enhanced instance of the specific classifier is also an indirect instance of the general classifier. That is nothing but it follows the inheritance, and you can see here this is the superclass, and there are these two are the subclasses which follows the properties of the superclass. And here there is an example. These are all belongs to the shape, and these are connected by using the generalization arrow symbol, that is a relationship, polygon, ellipse and spline. These all belongs to which type? Shape, right? So these are the generalization or inheritance. Coming to the association relationship, associations or relationships between classes in a UML class diagram. These are represented by a solid line between the classes. Associations are typically named using a verb or verb phrase. And coming to the relationship diagram, this can be represented by a solid line we can see here. And from class 1 to class 2, there is a association relationship, means this can be represented by using the solid line. And coming to the cardinality, and it is expressed in terms of one to one and or one to many or many to many. Exactly one that can be represented on the line, you have to represent 1. 0 to 1 means 0 to 1. 0 to more means star symbol, and 1 to more means 1 dot star symbol, and the other one is the ordered. Aggregation is special type of association, this one, and it represents a part of relationship, and many instances of class 2 can be associated with class 1. And it is also show this figure shows the example of aggregation. The relationship is displayed as a solid line with unfilled diamond at the association end, which is connected to the class that represents the aggregate. Coming to the composition, a special type of aggregation where parts are destroyed when the whole is destroyed, and this can be represented by using the solid line with a filled diamond. Coming to the dependency, when one class is dependent on the other class, this can be represented by using the dotted arrow line. That is, you can see here class 1 depends on the class 2. The relationship is displayed as a dashed line with an open arrow. And here you can see the example. The person class might have a read method with a book parameter that returns true if the person has read the book. Here you can see this is a class, person class, this is the book class, and here this is the attribute has read. Here you can see the plus symbol, that is nothing but public, and here this is the boolean. If he has read, it will become true, right? This will depend on the book. So the dependency can be represented by using the dotted or arrow line. Coming to the realization, it is a relationship between the blueprint class and the object containing its respective implementation level details. This object is said to realize the blueprint of the class. You can see here, for example, owner interface might specify methods for acquiring property and disposing the property. The person and corporation classes need to implement these methods possible in very different ways. And here you can see owner and person and corporation and another two classes. These are the real, tangible and intangible, and you can see the attributes also here. These are the realization example. And coming to the class diagram example, this is the class diagram example by using the all relationships. You can see here order system, for order system method. For example, this one customer class, right? Class name is the customer, and these are the attributes, name, address are the attributes, and this is the solid line represents the association, and on this you can see 0 to many. So, and he can order any number of items. So 0 to many, date, status, and calculate subtotal, and these are the attributes. And next order detail, and next item, order detail, and next this one item, right? And you can see here payment, this is the abstract class, and here you can see the cash, check and credit. Payment method, you can pay by cash or credit. Before that you can check that items, check the bank ID and name. So these are comes under the super class payment. And you can see the generalization also here, aggregation, this is the aggregation, and this is the association, right? And this is the generalization. These are so by using the relationships from one class to another class, how can we draw the class diagram? By using this example we explain, and I hope it's clear. And we will in next video we will discuss about our task. Thank you.